Bullshit with more shiny hunting. Where have I put the controller? Great start. But first, let's crack open a can. We have Down South Brewing Bitter is Better Double Hopped Citra IPA. We've got a 330ml can with a alcohol by volume of 5.9%. So let's crack them open. Oh god, I wish I didn't cut my nails earlier. There we go, we get him. Oh god, well it's open. This is all going well. Open a beer on stream, he says. What could go wrong, he says. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I know it's got a massive head on it. Jesus Christ, that's a hell of a head. We suck at pouring beer, but we're really fucking good at drinking it. So there you go. Right. There we go. What are we starting with? Starting with Magikarp. Good old Magikarp. Let's start that one there. So we did 151 last night, as well as helping a few people out with a trade for this and that. So let's see what we slam through tonight. Okay, Tudor or join the party. You can spend about after stream just pouring this bloody can. Oh. It's got a nice colour to it, not that you can see it at the moment. Yeah, still not fully poured, but it's got a really nice colour. It might just be partly due to the lighting. We've had a slightly busy morning. We were hoying some pallets into a van to take to the tip. Thankfully I only had to do the part where I put them in. I wasn't there to sort them out at the other end, so that was fine by me. But yeah, we had broken down pallets and just some other general rubbish from the house that needed to go. There were there's one big decrepit unit, and still hanging about was my old PC desk, which had been broken down. To be fair, got a lot of years out of it. So yeah, that was a fun morning. So far, as far as I'm aware, I got no splinters. So I'm very happy about that, despite the pallets being obviously full of loose bits of wood. Like, I don't know, splinters. We did wear the gloves that came with the chair. That's right, this chair here came with a pair of gloves to assemble it with. I suppose their thinking was, well, you're going to be pushing bits together, and if you get a bit of your skin caught, we don't want you going, well, here's your assembly instructions, so if they give you some gloves, less chance of hurting yourself. And to be fair, I did actually wear the gloves when putting it together. It worked well. Ooh. Do like a bit of the Citra hops now and then. You know, I'm not going to go on a long sesh with it, but one of them does break up the night. Yeah. Hits you relatively crisp at first and then mellows out towards the end, which is nice. Got some good flavour to it. So. Oh yeah, that was a very drinkable ale there. Yeah, the Citra IPA. It's some good shiz. But obviously drink responsibly and all that. If you got a problem, get it sorted, please. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, good stuff. And we got another ale for after that. They're 89p in Lidl, so I was like, well, let's give them a crack then. That's about the right price point for me with cans like that. It's like, yeah, 89p will do the job. And we will be following those two cans up with some more wine. Quite like the rosé they got in Lidl at the moment. It's like $3.99 a bottle. So that's what I've been drinking lately. Well, last night and then the weekend before that. I know I'm a pale pasty motherfucker, but let's try turning this ring light down just a little bit. It's a bit bright for my, you know, considering it's right in front of my damn face. Yeah, I think that's a pretty happy point I'm at with that. Let me just sort out my footrest. Oh, there we go, bit better. Yeah, I like that. It's not too bright now. Just a shame it doesn't seem to really save the settings when I turn it off, but what you're gonna do? Something that was a grand total of free, we'll take it. Not exactly much effort to sort it out. That's another chew. Oh, I got a feeling we're gonna go over 1625 before we get a shiny Tutel. It's possible we may get up to 1625 Tutel on this stream. It's a maybe. Depends what I decide to actually do, how long I'm going to go for. I've said it many times. I've still not got off my ass and done it, but I do need to sort out a little like setups screen just so I can start the stream and then be like, look, we're setting up. If you want to join, we'll be around pretty sharpish. You know, there's one or two things I had to faff about. So it'd be quite nice just to run a little setup screen and be like, look, I'm here soon. Instead of everybody just jumping in midstream and being like, okay, it's like, you know, it's great when you all jump in, but if you wanted to catch it from the start, I'm starting sort of like cold, so to speak. You know, it's just like, boom, the stream started. Oh, blah, blah, okay. I did go back through some of my files and found pretty much Magikarp's 1 to 250. So that was split up over a few streams, but I did, for some reason I couldn't find Magikarp 150, well 151 to 200, so that's now lost to time. But I have just popped that in a quick little, well, just chucked it all together in one big video that I've checking up on YouTube, so that'll probably be up tomorrow, should I remember. Just nice to have a record of, you know, what I did and when. Record this journey. And, you know, we might look back at it on Monday and see how far we've come as, you know, but we're both our setup and how comfortable we are with actually streaming myself. The copyright monetization is probably going to go crazy on YouTube with that. I think it's nearly 4 hours or over 4 hours long, so it'll be like, oh my god, how many tracks have we got? Probably have a list just going down the screen, scroll, scroll, scroll. Yeah, you just see it. I don't know why my character keeps glitching. Nope, wrong one. Let's rectify that. I don't need to defeat it. Oh, and as usual, we're all caught up on the wrestling, which is nice. AEW Rampage, good stuff again. Really enjoyed it. Got more matches set up for Full Gear. So we got Punk and Kingston. That should be pretty good, especially as it's just sort of kicking off the feud, I think. And then you got Jurassic Express and Christian versus the Super Click. So Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. They seem to have a lot of, feels like they got a lot of sort of street fights, no holds barred matches at Full Gear. So it's a street fights for American Top Team versus Inner Circle, I think. I think it's a street fight. And then it's a Force Count Anywhere for Jurassic Express and Christian versus a Super Click. So, yeah, that's 2. And I feel like there's probably another one on the card somewhere. As long as they spread them out, it should be alright, I guess. I think we kicked off with Bryan Danielson versus Max Caster, so that was a good match. I want to say it was Jade Cardgirl versus the Bunny in the TBS tournament. And there was John Silver versus Adam Cole in our main event, so that was another good one. You know, it's so good that, you know, at times we thought maybe Silver was going to win. Maybe, just maybe. That's what I like about wrestling. When you get into the match and at the point where you think maybe, just maybe they might. You think you're near in the end. You get the near falls and you're like, when it gets to you and you go, oh! Because you invest. They've drawn you in. They've got you. And you're thinking, maybe they're actually going to win. You know, you've got an idea of the result in your head for a lot of the matches, to be fair. It's like, oh, okay, so the guy who's higher up on the card is probably going to win this. Or it's like, you know, I think, oh, it's a dead cert. Like, when it was Cesaro versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title, Cesaro was never winning it. As much as I wanted him to win, you know, you're just there, it's like, he's not. You're really sad that he's not. But when it draws you in and you think maybe, just maybe, you're watching the 4. 1, 2... Oh, he kicks out and it just wrenches away what you never had. But when it actually does happen, oh, it is extra special. It really is. SmackDown happened. That was SmackDown. That's about all I can really be said about it, I think. Looks like they're doing something with Xavier and Roman, so that's going to be interesting. I can't see Xavier winning, to be fair, but I think I'll keep them going well, going nicely. Probably lead to maybe a 3v3 at Survivor Series, getting Biggie in, so I think that'll be a good way to protect both champs by having probably end up being Kofi or one of the Usos take the pinfall, depending which way they go. I mean, I'm going to guess they have the bloodline go over. Woods and Kofi have gotten the better of the Usos so far, so I think it'll probably be the bloodline coming out on top in the end. We did have Drew McIntyre's open challenge answered by Ricochet. The result was what you expected, but some good spots. Ricochet going for a moonsault? Yeah, moonsault. And Drew catching him with a very low claymore as he's coming down. That was a pretty sweet ending to the match. Oh, there was a throwaway tag match of Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza versus Cesaro and Mansoor. Because, yeah, apparently they don't know what to do with Cesaro and Mansoor, so they've just chucked them together. Sure. Whatever. Looks like Viking Raiders are getting into a thing with Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. I know that jokes are intentionally bad on Madcap Moss's part, but by God. It's just... wouldn't be bad if there was a certain sort of cringe to them, but they're just shit. It's just like, oh, I guess that technically is a joke. Like, so bad I can't even remember what they are now. Backstage thing with Shotzi. Oh, Naomi versus Baszler. Naomi got the win, but then Sonya came out and was like, actually, I was a rope break before all this sequence, so Shayna should have broke the hold, and then you never should have been able to blah blah blah, and then so Shayna then just sticks in a Kira Fuda, if I remember, and Naomi taps out, I think. That might have been the end. But yeah. It looks like it's all leading to a match with Naomi and Sonya Deville. So I think that's the plan, but it's just a little sad to see Shayna in a sort of lackey role. Maybe it's just going to be a short thing. Well, I don't know. Well, I expected it to be better for Shayna on SmackDown. Maybe it will be. And there's the whole thing with Charlotte at the moment. Whatever's apparently happening backstage or not. All I know is she wasn't on the show tonight. So off the top of my head, I can't even tell you who Charlotte will probably be facing for the facing when it comes to her defending her title. Not sure what Asuka's up to. Maybe she's just enjoying some time off. I hope that's what it is, that she's enjoying some time off. And it's not a case of, we got nothing for you. Although I was worried when there were the releases on Thursday. My friend just texted me. It was like, more releases. Like, I'm thinking, oh. I couldn't check right away because I was in work. I was like, but my mind was thinking, they're going to do it. They're going to release like Shayna or Asuka even. I was like, considering how little shits they give, it's like they're going to do it. They'll release Asuka, they'll release Shayna. But on the flip side, even if they did, they'll be alright wherever they go. I mean, they'll be snapped up as soon as their 90 days are up. You know, I don't want to see them lose their jobs, but if they do go there, they'll be fine. Top talent, you know, pretty much any promotion will be itching to pick up. They can both go into AEW's women division like that, and boom, two absolute bona fide stars. Does seem like they've forgotten about the Intercontinental title on SmackDown. Shinsuke Nakamura's a champ last I checked. Couldn't tell you the last time he defended it. But he got it. I mean, he's been in some tag matches with Rick Boogs. So yeah. You know, maybe have Cesaro go after the Intercontinental title. I'm sure those two would have some cracking matches, you know, even if you just went down the friendly rivalry road. There's nothing wrong with that. Just, you know, please do something with it. But you know what, maybe after the whole New Day and Bloodline stuff's done, have Shinsuke lose the IC and step up and have a crack at Roman. I think that would be fresh. I like the idea of that, yeah. No, Shinsuke's got the credentials. He is a former Royal Rumble winner. Might come up short against AJ. But, you know, I think, you know, he's a credible challenger. Ooh. Can't even remember what I did name the Shiny Magikarp before. Might go have a look in a moment. You know, I don't even know where the shiny Magikarp is, that says it all. Well, it was around here. I don't know where you are, shiny Magikarp. Oh, it must be one of these. Yeah. Oh yeah, we called it not Feebas. Technically true. Hello, not Feebas. Did have to sort some files out on the PC earlier because the hard drive was like, I got about 79 meg of space left. I was like, shit. We need a bit more space than that, so luckily we got another 2 hard drives knocking about, so we shoved some stuff over there. But even they're getting a bit tight now. It's like, uh-oh. I know after the stream finished last night, I watched an episode of Seinfeld, and I think I may have fallen asleep at the end because I woke up and Seinfeld, another episode was playing. I was like, oops. So we pretty much went straight to bed after that. Give it a moment and then we'll crack open the other can. I gotta say, it's been a relatively quick half hour since I started. You know, give or take a few seconds here and there. There we go. Right. At 21.83 Magikarp, we'll pour ourselves another drink. See if we can get less of a head on it this time. Oh, one more and we get to crack open another can. Exciting stuff, people, exciting stuff. I think maybe after this stream we're going to watch a film. What? I don't know. Have a look what's on my Netflix list. You know, it's not like there's over 200 titles in general on my list. Right. This one is Citrus County Orange Pale Ale, so it's the same company down south brewing. Same size, but this one's a 6%. I know we're getting it all in the light there. Well, let's run away quick. And let's bemoan my lack of nails again. Oh, I've got a pair of nail clippers here. If I can just get under it. There we go. Oh. Oh, God. Yeah, another massive head on that. Well, good job I've never worked in a pub with a head like that. Yeah, we give that a few Magikarp before we pour the rest of it. Oh, we're back on tutor now, that's something. Guess who's still not pre-ordered Diamond and Pearl remakes? The only reason I want to pre-order them is because I'm too lazy to get off my butt and go to the shop. There's also the chance that when you pre-order and it comes through the post, it might come a day or two early if you're lucky. Oh, there we go. We got the rest of it in the glass. So another nice colour on that. A little bit darker, but again, might just be the lighting because the lighting's changed for a start. So let's give this a crack. Ooh. I believe this one's a pale ale. So it's got that sort of slight creaminess mixed with a hint of orange. So almost like a base or orange cream. I've been smoother in obtaining an item. Just took a very big chance there rolling the chair back because I didn't know where this watch was. I just saw it blinking at me. I figured it's worth popping on just in case we get any messages on our phone. I don't even know if it's connected though. So let me check that. So my sister was like, well, I gotta buy you this thing for your birthday just because you keep missing my bloody messages. I was like, okay. So you never know, I might get a few messages from the guys with results of today's football discussing it. Although nothing too exciting happened, to be fair, when it comes to our next score wins teams. At least nothing too exciting with mine anyway. Didn't have many horses in this race, so to speak. Okay. Well, let's just update all then. It used to be so much easier on the Play Store. It'd just be like, oh, you got updates? Yeah, okay. Oh, fucking whatever, just go to hell. Used to just be an update all button, but I can't bloody find it these days. Old man yells at technology, there you go. That's a real takeaway from this whole thing. Yeah, definitely getting strong sort of orange cream vibes from this, and it's quite nice. Alright, 10 more to go until we get to 50 so far for these Magikarp. Let's see if we can hit that within the next 10 minutes. It is a noble goal. Also means, you know, trying to be getting less distractions. I know when who's getting distracted, I just notice something and think, oh, let's grab this, oh, let's do that. So we've got to focus, get on a few runs of Magikarp. Ah, there we go. Just takes its sweet ass time. I did buy a new little storage cube looking thing to rest my legs on today. So the big ottoman I had, the lid was broke AF. So I just shoved that back in my sister's room because they had some of the sheets in there. So I was like, you can have that one, and I bought a little square one. So that's working out a bit better at the moment. Because with the ring light I had to move the ottoman so it was across. And it didn't leave much room between my bed and a desk, so I did need a smaller one. And this one's doing the job, mostly. So yeah, we got the little storage cube bottom money thing, and then I got 2 pillows on top of it. It seems to be doing a job. If I don't have an absolute brain fart. Yo, Rexfire, what up? Bet you're glad I'm playing some more Pokemon, aren't ya? That's the game. Pokemon. You know, we know what sells at the moment. And Pokemon sells. I think we may aim for about 2,300 Magikarp this stream. We'll see how it goes. No guarantees. So that'll be the total we're aiming for. Well, obviously we're aiming for a shiny Feebas as always, but we're being realistic. So how's your day been, Rectify? All good, I hope. Did say I got wine after this beer, but I might drink some cider, because we got the cider from last week, which we didn't drink much of. So I might finish that. Because yeah, I am one of those awful people that just mix their drinks because I can. Oh, glad your day's gone great so far. That's always good. Get up to much? Oh. Oh, we messed that up. Did say low-key the plan is to get the... Oh, one more Magikarp. I'm going to hit my target of getting it in the 10 minutes I said. That's a bit better. I will give you warning, should a shiny Pokemon appear on screen, there is a sound clip I will be playing and it may be a little loud. I don't know how loud, but just a little warning. So if you suddenly see me going for an extra button when there's a shiny, be like, oh, it's gonna be loud, maybe. I hope it's not too loud, but if it is, nah. Because I did play one last when we had the shiny Magikarp, but it kind of just got lost in the Spotify audio, so I prattled about with that, so hopefully it's actually properly audible now. Because the thing is, this is still a journey, you know, learning what does and doesn't work when I'm streaming. You know, it's not just, you know, on camera, it's off camera as well. Trying this, trying that. So the things I want to do to add to the setup I got running at the moment. Like I said, I've been saying for ages to sort out a break screen. Just finding the time to do it. It's a little busy this morning. Chucking some broken down pallets into a van so they can be taken to the tip, along with the rest of the rubbish we had knocking about, like a unit and 2 desks and a little bit of just general household rubbish that needed to go. Oh, that's right, no worries on the Articuno, just glad you're enjoying it. To be fair, it was only sort of sitting in my box filling up space. You know, there's plenty of space in there. But like I said, just as long as I got enough for the decks and it's not something I actually want to keep for whatever reason, then have it. Oh, we just got that Magikarp. I was aiming for have that 2,200 Magikarp by 50 minutes into the stream, and we just made it. Now we're putting together a little run of Magikarp. Don't think it's going to be anything like the run we had last night. Oof. Not gone back and checked the footage, but I swear it must have been like 11 or 12 in a row. That was redonk. This pillow keeps slipping. Let me try something else. all about sitting comfortably. What's bloody chair? It's got a slightly bum wheel on it. I think it's going to take some adjustments sorting this little footstool thing I got going on. But whatever. Been playing more Pokemon today, Rexify? Because last you said you just caught like Zamazenta. So last I checked, you were pretty much near the end. And so have you moved on to any of the post game stuff yet? I gotta be honest, Team Shout are just really bloody lame. The evil teams have been just getting they're just so lame. You know, we're going from, oh, I want to steal all your Pokemon and just become powerful to, and then on to, yeah, let's just destroy the world. Like, why not? You know, set Pokemon free. Those are all good things. And then, yeah, Team Skull, I can't even remember what their end goal was, and Team Shout, it's like, yeah, we're cheering for money. That's great. Oh, nice, breaking out with a bit of Minecraft Dungeons. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Don't wanna get burnt out on a game. That's the thing. You know, I'm not saying like, you know, every evil team in the Pokemon game should be like, yeah, we're gonna destroy the world, but gotta have something about them. Come on. They're just like, no, we want to see we're cheering on Marnie. We're not gonna let you pass. But does it really make any difference to what Marnie's doing? Not really, no. But we're just a mild annoyance. Could we maybe just get, you know, maybe a little bit more variation in the team members instead of stock character, you know? Chucking a bit of it, what's the word? Oh, I know, diversity. Chucking a bit of that. You know, some of these teams are looking pretty, oh, you know, a lot of them seem to, so... trying out a different playlist today, because like I said, while some of them are indeed video game bangers, there's only so many times you can listen to that playlist. And, you know I usually rock another one as well. But yeah, really do like to try and mix it up. So we searched for some allegedly copyright-free synthwave. Well, I just searched copyright-free and it came up with synthwave. I was like, I like me some synthwave, so here we go. And it is a nice long playlist. I think it's over 20 odd hours, so we should hopefully get a good mix. I thought we were on a lot more Magikarp than that. I thought we was back into the, the 20 odds. Oh well. Another 5 Magikarp when we're hit up that cider. Ooh, this Magikarp, these Magikarp must be thirsty if they want the cider. You know what, I got a feeling we should get at least one Feebas on stream today. I reckon we're good for it. Yeah, we'll be good for it. No, that was just so fast. Why you gotta play me like that, game? Why you gotta play me like that? I thought I was supposed to play you. And go better. Cider time. I'll tell you what, let's give the box a shake. Just in case any of the contents are settled a bit. Yeah, still good. I'm left to fend for myself tomorrow with regards to feeding myself. I mean, that's not a problem any day. But I'm just wondering what I'm going to have. I think maybe we'll do another full English tomorrow. I got sausages out, so that's a good start. Not sure if I want mushrooms tomorrow. After last Sunday's mushrooms were just disappointing. I mean, it feels wrong not having them, but maybe I just won't have chestnut ones. I'll have a look and see if I can find a black pudding in Lidl again tomorrow, but didn't have any luck last time. But yeah, we got everything else we need for it. We made sure we got more butter today, because I noticed I run out. I might need to get beans, because I only ate half a tin of beans last week, and that tin in the fridge is now a week old. A little bit grim. A little bit grim. So yeah, we're not one of those up tomorrow. I'll probably do for lunch. Or maybe I'll have it for evening meal. I don't know. Oh, I've still got chicken in the fridge thinking about it, so that's fine. That'll do something. I'll keep for another day. No shiny tutor yet. Like I said, I reckon it's going to go over the 16.25 it took to get the shiny Magikarp. I just got a feeling he's going to take a while. But, you know, it's still pretty good at... We're under odds to get the shiny Magikarp. Yes. Tutor is the second most wanted shiny from this hunt. You know, all told, I should quite easily get 2 before I get a single shiny Feebas, so that'll be my evolutions sorted for it as well. Get that shiny living dex on the go. 1%, so 1 in 100 in this spot. I know there's a spot in the DLC where it's 5%, but I want to do the dumb 1% hunting. I think I was inspired by this by reading like one of the top streamers. Maybe it was Mystic7, something like that. I honestly don't know, so apologies to them if I got it wrong. But I think I read that they were doing this hunt. I thought, you know what, let's have a crack at that myself. And then I was also read an article that, like, I think somebody else was doing it, and they got it in about 10 encounters or something stupid, and they weren't even really trying. So yeah, looked that up online, so I'm sure there was somebody who was like, oh yeah, actually I got a shiny Feebas from this spot. It was like, you got in 10 encounters or something stupid. Whereas somebody else is obviously streaming for it, and I'm not sure if they finally got it or if they're still going for it. I want to say they did get it in something like 34,000 encounters, maybe. Again, I could be wrong. It's just what I maybe vaguely remember, or I got 2 bits of conflicting information that have just joined into one. So please do your own research on this, so don't take my word. I suppose what I might do is add the count for how many shinies I got for Tutel and Feebas on screen. Because if people aren't sure, like, you know, it's a fair question asking how many I do or don't have. Could be like, well, maybe you forgot to put the counter up, so I think I should probably do that at some point. So yeah, I think when maybe I take a break, I'll try and remember to do it. No guarantees. But do feel free to remind me, Rectify, if you... Because, yeah, that's the sort of dumb thing I forget to do. Should also maybe take a hay fever tab out. My nose is feeling a little bit, not quite blocked, but not quite as easy breathing as I'd like at the moment. Well, with regards to through my nose. But these are problems that are solvable. I wonder if the copyright on some of these songs sort of kicks in when you've played so much of the song without, you know, I guess in a way changing it up by, you know, talking over it and things like that. I wonder. Sometimes I'm just quite content to chill and listen for a bit, so whatever. Anyway, this puts us about halfway through, roughly. You know, we've done 75 Magikarp for the stream, so we're aiming for another 75, so, you know, if it goes the same way, then we're halfway through. Oh, well, yeah, I'd imagine it should look better, you know, if you stick in new graphics on it. Especially considering it was out on the original DS and they're putting it on the Switch. Yeah, I remember, you know, Diamond and Pearl on the DS still looking pretty good, to be fair, for what it was. So I quite enjoyed it. But then again, I always say, you know, you remember games as looking better than they did because your mind fills in a lot of the blanks. But I do like that they've kind of gone for, I guess in a way, a similar sort of art style. But we'll see what it's all about soon enough in a few weeks. Not long to go. Yeah, it is a little weird how they look tiny. I guess they're going for, I guess, what they call a chibi style. But then I think, like, in the sort of battle when it cuts, you know, when you get the trainer coming across the screen, they look like, you know, I guess for want of a better phrasing, full size. Which kind of throws you a bit, but nah. I suppose it's just a overworld representation in the chibi style. I know it's not quite chibi style, but for want of a better word at this precise moment. Well, at least we get a few watts off this tutor. Maybe I should check what ores you can buy with watts. I keep saying I need to plan things out. I say I need to plan so much stuff out. If I did half of what I said I had to plan out, my life would be probably a little bit better. Or at least a little bit easier. Whew. I think the thing was, in a lot of the Pokemon games on the handhelds, the characters were pretty tiny. Like, anything sort of 3DS and before, they were kind of small, I guess, so I guess there's that. I think the thing is, they'd kind of have to redo everything if you wanted the characters to be bigger, which, you know, they could have. Then it's like, weighing up, it's like, well, if we're redoing this game, do we want to keep a lot of similarities, or do we want to change it up so much and present it differently? Sort of more like, you know, if they went, you know, the style of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Because obviously it's pretty much, you know, your Gen 1, because it is Gen 1. Another Gen 1 remake. But it's almost a little bit of a reimagining, especially with the catching mechanism and things like that. So, yeah, I feel like they very much wanted to do a remake as opposed to a reimagination. Or reimagining, whatever the correct wordage is. I do like it's got the underground. I remember tapping on all the little bits to get the fossils and the other bits of crap in there. That was fun. I think it was a Union Underground, was it? Well, I think once we hit the 2250 mark, we're going to take a quick little break. And then we'll go hit the last 50 after that. Yeah, update to the graphics, so a little bit of a remake, a little bit of a remaster in this way, so yeah. So I think probably putting in a good few quality of life improvements. Although I know a lot of people are going to moan about the experience share not being able to be turned off and affecting the whole party. It'd be nice if they just gave you the option to say, I either want it on, I want it to do the whole party, Or just say you could put it as a held item, so then only the one Pokemon gets the EXP sharing part of it. As far as I'm aware, it would be a simple thing to do, but, you know, that's just me. Or, crazy idea, have an EXP that affects the whole party can be turned on or off, and have a held item that's another sort of EXP share in the traditional sense. But hell, I don't get paid the big bucks to work at Nintendo or Game Freak or anything like that. Hell, I don't even work out there, so, you know, can't get paid the big bucks if you don't work there, can you now? Well, I guess one day there'll be a final Pokemon game. Well, I suppose whenever the next Nintendo console's released, everybody will be clamouring for a Black and White remake and probably be saying, bollocks of Black and White, do Black and White 2. I think that's just generally universally more loved than Black and White. Yeah, I was wondering if I'd live to see the day when it's the final Pokemon game. Well, I guess in a way, we'll live to see our final Pokemon games. Makes for grim thinking, really, doesn't it? Well, I suppose the thing is, that's not out the realms of possibility. I know they obviously had the Heart Gold and Soul Silver remakes on the DS. And they had Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, which is another Gen 1 remake. So, in a way, it's possible. I could see them maybe, you know, if Pokemon Go's still going strong enough. Not that it was, you know, necessarily all about Pokemon Go, although a lot of it did sort of tie in a way. Especially with the candy and all that crap. Let's say whatever the sequel to the Switch is, maybe they'll do, you know, whatever their version of Let's Go Heart and Silver is for it. That could be a possibility. Oh, we've seen the first glass of cider pretty sharpish. Always goes down well, to be fair. I do wonder if there'll be people ever clamouring for a Sun and Moon remake. I can see X and Y up being, being something that people will want remade down the line. I think quite down the line at the moment. There's still Gen 5 to go. And I think X and Y is still relevant enough on a relevant enough system. I think the thing with Sword and Shield is, I mean, obviously, it's the freshest Pokemon game at the moment that's currently been released. Could we see people wanting a remake of this? I mean, as people have got a lot of complaints about this game, and rightly so. So would it be a case of we don't want necessarily a remake, we just want the proper version of it, so to speak? Oh, Feebas, what you got? Ah, you're regular. Oh, you tease, Feebas, you tease. But we got one Feebas on stream, right. Let's hit it where it hurts. In its face. Well, getting a Feebas on stream is cause for celebration. So, let's pour ourselves another cider. And there we go. Just use that opportunity to rescue my slipper. In case anybody was in any doubt as to how much of an old man I am as I wear my slippers. And try and get myself comfortable again. Wonder how much of me scratching my arm it picks up. Not looked at the number of Tuple I had when I got the shiny Feebas, but I know it would still be within odds, so to speak, of, starting this hunt. But then again, it doesn't necessarily take into account anything I encountered beforehand. So I think, depending if you really keep encounter things, if you're going, right, I encountered this shiny, so I've had X, X, Y, and Z number of encounters, or just total, then it's a whole lot to keep hold of. But I find it a lot easier to just be like, right, I'm hunting this. This is the encounters I've had with that. I can keep track of individual species just because there's only 3 in this fishing spot. Because a lot of people just do it on, especially if it's random encounters, because you can't control what you're getting. So you just go, oh, I've encountered a total of this number, this many Pokemon in total. So say 300 Cyphers, 200 Pincers, and 3 Heracross. Again, just pulling those numbers out my arse. I don't even know if you can find a... Probably can't even find an area where you get those 3 in a random encounter, but you know what I'm trying to say. So you'd be like, okay, I've had 503 encounters total. Let's say on 504 you get a shiny Cypher, but your plan was to hunt a shiny Heracross. Be like, okay, we've had 504, we got 1 shiny Cypher. That'll be the end of phase 1. So you'd move on to phase 2. So your total encounters would keep going. You'd be 505, 506. But you'd say, oh, okay, phase 1 took 504. But you'd say overall for what you're actually hunting would take, say, I don't know, let's say find it on the 6,750. And you've encountered another shiny Cypher and another shiny Pinsir, and you're hunting Heracross. So you'd be in your 4th phase then. That's how I understand it works. So yeah, we are in phase 2. The other thing is, I think we've had about 400 gold up between this. So if you wanted to get actually about it, you'd add them on somewhere along the lines, but... whatever. I ain't concerned. I know on one stream Spider-Goat did get very confused why I had the controller, because as you notice a lot of time I seem to have it, my arms up when playing it, I don't know why. And occasionally it goes behind the chair like this. And got just that little bit confused because, you know, sometimes you have a brain fart and sometimes you're high as shit, so 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You know, it's only for a second or two, it's like, but your brain just goes, duh, I can't compute this. Oh, 2 more of these and we'll take a quick little break. I do usually edit these streams after the fact when they're going up on YouTube and sort of cut out the breaks just because I can, because it makes sense. And to be honest, about the average time seems to be about 9 minutes. It never feels like 9 minutes, but it's like, oh, that's a long ass time to be away. But I'm glad I at least have a screen that says I am away back soon instead of there's nothing on the screen. But speaking of which, we're going to see this Magikarp off and then we're going to be back real soon to hit up the next 50, so stay tuned. We'll be back real soon. Right, we're back. Oh, okay. Arrokuda's decided to join the party. We ain't counting these Arrokuda encounters because bollocks to that. Goodbye. Right, back to our regularly scheduled programming of Magikarp, 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 Tudor, Tudor, Magikarp, Magikarp, Tudor, 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 maybe a Feebas if we're real lucky. Has my Spotify widget crashed? Yes, it has. Did it even work in the first place? Probably not. I don't think it's been working all bloody stream, has it? That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Good work, Spotify widget. Right, let's restart the Spotify widget. Is it going to work now? Maybe, possibly, no. Oh well, it's not the most important thing in the world. It's a minor inconvenience. Come on, do something. Okay, there's a problem with the widget, apparently. Well, that's that. Okay, enjoy that little box of nothing. I ain't sorting it out now. That'll just get added to the growing list of things I need to sort out. I'll give it one last crack, and that is that. Oh, there we go, it's working now, so whatever. So yeah, that was only like, what? Hour and 40 minutes of it just displaying the same track and me not noticing. I'm good at the streaming malarkey, me. Oh, hey Sleepy Vibes, what's up? Cheers for the follow, much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. I'm miserably flailing at apparently reeling in any Pokemon now. Got me all flustered. Right, let's see what we can get. We got a tutor. It ain't shiny, but, you know, we do what we do. So, yeah. You just joined us. I don't know if you've been watching since the start. If you have, that's great. Even if you just joined us, that's great as well. But, you know, if you want, I'll give you a quick fill-in of the general gist. You know, we're obviously hunting shiny Feebas. But I usually set a target of, you know, usually about 100 Magikarp to a stream. Just to give us something to aim for. We're aiming for 150 this stream, so, you know, cumulative total. Once we hit 2,300, we're probably done for the stream, but we'll see how we're doing, see what we're feeling. But we keep it pretty chill here, just do what we do. You know, have a bit of fun in the chat, see what's what. Yeah. Just a heads up, just in case you didn't know, my language can be a bit salty at times. So yeah. That is what it is. Usually a bit less in Pokemon, but when it's Pro Evo, less said the better. Alright, let's get these Magikarps. The more we fish, the better chance we got of getting a Feebas. So far, we've had one on stream. See, Rectify knows Pokemon! Has there been a Pokemon game where you go on a bus? Like, just at any point? Do you get on a bus at any point in any Pokemon game, I'm wondering? Because, of course, there's the age-old joke of how to get Pikachu on a bus. You Pokemon! I'm just wondering if there's ever been a game where you do actually get on a bus in Pokemon. What are you thinking about trading, Rectify? What are you thinking about trading? Or more precisely, I should say, what would you like? We're gonna need some more cider soon. One more Magikarp after this and we pour ourselves some cider. I could see what we can do about a Zapdos in a moment. Not sure what I do and don't have floating about. Right, let's hit the old Saverino. Right, I'll do the old quickly cut to break. Go on to home and see what we got. So I'll be with you in about a few seconds. Oh, did I get Suicune? I think that might have been through the DLC Dynamax Adventures. Before I knew that you could only get one and B, they could be shiny, so that's probably how I got that. I'll tell you what, I should actually tell us. I'll check summary button. Yeah, Max Lair. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was the Dynamax Adventure in the DLC I got this one from. You know, 99.9% certain. I think I got a shiny Suicune legit anyway from one of the older games, so I'm not that worried, but would have been nice to hunt it on screen should I have wanted to. But yeah, let's make sure it's all saved. Now we saved, but better to save again. So yeah, I'll be back in just a few seconds. There we go. Right, let's load up home, see what we got Zapdos wise. Come on, log in. Yes, use that game. There's Zapdos. What have we got? We got a random Japanese one, which is probably a Wonder Trade, I assume. First met in Kalos, apparently. First met in Kanto. Could you even get him in Kalos? Oh, I can't remember him in Kalos. I mean, they might well have been. Yeah, they were, weren't they? Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember now, yeah. Because I remember chasing down a bloody Moltres in that game. I called it Richard Head in the end. It was annoying me so much. So yeah, let's get shot at this. Right, do you want a Moltres while I'm here? Because I know how it's going. You know, Articuno, Zapdos. Oh, sorry, I must have just called it Richard. Yeah, take your small Moltres, I don't care about that one. I'm keeping the one named Richard. I thought I named it Richard Head, but I just named it Richard. Because that Moltres was a dick. Right, let me hit the buttons because, you know, it just makes me happier to do that. There we go. Right, while I tap some buttons, I'm going to pour some cider. Exactly, I knew people would love doggos. It's like, well, sometimes I'm looking after the dog. She needs to go out and do her business. You know, what a better way to say, look, I gotta take a break. The dog wants to do business. You're not gonna deny the dog wanting to do their business. And here's some dogs on stream. I mean, you know, come for the Pokemon, stay for the doggos. Right. I'm trying to do two different things at once as usual, but that's fine by me. No, let's connect to internet. And for as much as this cider comes in a box, it's actually a bag in a box. So that's why we've got to drag that one out kicking and screaming. And because I can't be bothered to have to do this again. Alright. Well, that's immediately gone wrong. Right, that's doing stuff. Let's just get the last dregs of this cider out. Oh, that was fast. I'm sure I could be mistaken possibly for a cafta bag. Possibly, I don't know, but... You know what? If that's what the contents of a cafta bag taste like, then... Don't kink shame me, bro. Right, what are we doing? Well, I'm assuming it's you, so let's find out. Just to double check, it is you, Rectify. It should be, but just in case. Good old Pokejans.com. I've never been to your website, yeah. Another one of those. We hack some shinies, we send them out. Yeah, I don't mind, you know, taking a few minutes out here and there, drop a few trades. If I got something that you need for whatever reason for anybody, it's like, yeah. Like I've said to Rectify a few times, I am at such a stage in the game where it's like, well, if I got this spare resource, have it. It doesn't do me any favours. It's just sitting there. We need to trade. Wait, who's up, Dos? There you are. Check it out. Right, after this, I'm going to go smash out another 40 Magikarp. And whatever comes in between them as well. Right, enjoy the legendary trio. You're welcome, you're welcome. Really should think about hunting their shiny versions at some point. I'll have to check my DS games to see if I got any of them out of interest. But I'd have thought I'd have chucked them up to home if I did. Oh, nice. Like I said, that's definitely something to look forward to. And it's good that you've enjoyed it enough to be like, wow, I'll take the expansion pack. I've still not caught the new Reggies and the Galarian birds. I'm just very indifferent to it all. Oh, you finished the post game as well, so you've seen that Sword and Shield duo fellas, like the royalty, whatever they are. Like Shieldbit and Swordbit, I don't know what their names were. But I did find them actually slightly more interesting than the main game. I was like, well, that was actually something kind of interesting. I think if they stretched that over the main game and then maybe had the whole, oh, I want to bring about the apocalypse or whatever it was as a subplot, I don't know. I just found the post game more interesting than the main game. I know I moaned about the evil team, you know, being really lame in this and saying that, you know, I'd like higher stakes, but obviously whoever the chairman was, I can't remember him, Chairman Rose, was it? His whole plan was, you know, bring about some sort of apocalypse. It was like, so why didn't he, like, you know, could have introduced an evil team that was secretly being manipulated by him, and you find out, say, late in the game, it's like, oh, so that's what they were doing, those bastards. I suppose it was the whole he's manipulating a champ, and I guess they didn't want to muddy the water with that, but bleh. I don't know. I suppose you could have What I do sometimes like about Pokemon Go, though, is when it just drops a fully evolved Mon, like, the other day, it was just like, here's a Salamence in the wild. I was like, okay. Managed to catch it. I was like, I'm going to get, you know, use a Pinap Berry, get all this extra candy for it. It's just nice and handy to have. Stats on it were crap, but I was like, okay, that's cool. I think that's one thing Pokemon Go sometimes does right. Is by, you know, sometimes popping, I guess, like a really rare spawn that gets you like, oh, that's really cool. That'll be something to do with the shiny evolutions. Oof. I think I got them all in Pokemon Go, but that's because it was like, here's an EV Community Day, and also, here's another EV Community, well, EV Community Weekends, both of them. I caught it away then, so you're getting there. Hey Holoco, how you doing? Nice to see you about. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I do like a shiny Sylveon. Oof, that is my favourite. Like I said, I believe that's my favourite shiny. Well, just my favourite evolution, so to speak. Like, purple Vaporeon's kind of cool. Like, Jolteon's just kind of green, and I think Flareon's just like a bit lighter, so it's whatever. And Glaceon and Leafeon, I think they're pretty similar. Oh, okay, Rex5, cheers for dropping by. Go get that. Go get your evolutions. I mean, you don't have to, but go get them. I believe in you. Oh, they're gonna... Oh, you got a nice shiny Evertol. Oh, dig, I dig. Yeah. You ever done any shiny hunting, Cole? So I know they gave a shiny Evertol and Xerneas on code, so... You know, I'm guessing maybe that's how you grabbed yours if you're looking to trade for the shiny Honedge. But... I'll be honest, you know, it can be quite fun to shiny hunt. It can be time consuming, but if you're doing other things while hunting, it can be quite fun, and you know, your mileage may vary on how rewarding you find it, but I find it quite rewarding in this weird way. You know, every encounter you're sort of gambling that it's going to be shiny, and if you do enough of them, it's going to pay off. Oh, cool. So I'm guessing you got games from Gen 6 like X and Y. So I think that's one of the few games you can get shiny. Well, the Evertol and Xerneas, and I'm so out the loop. I mean, maybe you could get them in the others, I don't know. Oh, okay, you're just not into it then. Not into, I guess, what the internet was calling the bacon Evertol. If I remember, the shiny Honedge is kind of red in places, so it's like, almost looks like a bloodied sword, is it? Yeah, I think I did quite well with getting the shiny Evertol on Xerneas. I think I somehow managed to blag about maybe 2 of each. I could be incredibly wrong, but I think I got quite lucky somewhere along the lines. I might have just maybe went into game twice as like, can I have codes please? Yes you can, thank you. I could be wrong. I could be right, I could be wrong. I honestly don't know at this point. Maybe they released them on Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and I got them on there. Because I know I got Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as well, so... I don't know, I can't remember. It was a few years ago now. That's a cool shiny to want, to be fair. And Honedge is quite a fun Pokemon once it's fully evolved. Do you plan on evolving it? Well, that's the thing, because it's all odd space. I mean, you could technically get it in one encounter, or you could technically kind of never get it. I did enjoy a lot of Gen 6 hunting mechanics, but I think unfortunately Honedge is just one of those single encounters, so you got to run around, hope it's Honedge, and then hope it's shiny. I mean, I assume you've got a shiny charm? Yeah, I can see that. There's not much difference in Heatran. Yeah, I think it gets purple-eyes and a bit lighter. My least favourite is shiny Regice. What's the point? I mean, if you showed me regular Regice and shiny Regice side by side and didn't tell me which one was which, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you. Like, honest to goodness. I mean, there's the tiniest chance I may have a clue. But that's only because I did hunt one down and sort of made myself kind of learn a difference. I think it's a slight difference. So one's obviously a lighter shade, somewhere along the lines, but I think like the spots on it are slightly different actual colour. But I don't know. I had to watch every time to see if there were sparkles or not. Because if I just turned around to the screen and thought, oh, okay, is this one shiny? I wouldn't have been able to tell you. For love nor money, I wouldn't have been able to say, oh, this is a shiny Regice, let's catch it. Okay, so it was Sun and Sword that had the shiny buggers released. I've either got them in home or I've still got them on the DS. Exactly! That was my worry when hunting it. You can easily kill it because all you got to do is look away, and if you got the sound off, which I do, for the most part, pretty much whenever hunting, the sound is off. Because a lot of this was when I wasn't streaming. So it was a case of, oh, I'm watching TV, let's knock the sound off, it's annoying. You know, there's only so many times you can do, and yeah, absolutely hate shiny Regice just for looking not at all different. I don't like shinies that are just like, I look slightly different. I mean, sometimes it can be pulled off depending on the colour difference. Like shiny Zangoose looks mostly like a regular Zangoose, but the red changes to a almost neon blue. Those are the sort of changes I can get behind. You don't change everything, but you make a big enough change that it's like, oh, that's cool. And I think it's just near enough the same with shiny Kecleon. It goes from, again, a red to, I think, a blue. Yeah, they're barely worth the hunt, but sometimes you just hunt them to say, yes, I got that shiny version, blah, blah, blah. Or if they're kind of boring, like Garchomp, it's like, oh look, it's a slightly lighter, I guess, kind of maybe faded-ish version of Garchomp. Wow. Who the hell cares? And then they go and drop shiny Mega Garchomp, and you're like, it's purple. Why didn't you just do that in the first place? I wouldn't be against them, you know, just rectifying a few shinies, whatever gen they decide. Hell, whenever they decide to just go, all I can do is work in some bullshit reasoning into the story and be like, well, actually, here's this plot device that means that some shinies weren't the colour we thought they were. Yeah, red ice purple. You could have made it whatever. You know what? Make red ice black. Black ice. Black ice is a thing. Do that. Hell, make it black, make it white, white ice, whatever. Just make it bloody different, will you? Yeah. Yeah, there's a few changes in Pokemon in general that I'd like to see. Like, throughout the gens, they've tweaked shinies. Charizard's obviously the go-to example, especially with the inner wings. There's just so much you can do. And obviously there's the whole Love Disc Almaloa thing. They could make them Love Disc evolve into Almaloa. I think Gen 7 was the time to do it in Sun and Moon. You'd be like, well, in this hotter climate, it turns out Love Disc actually evolves into Almaloa. Who knew? We didn't. Until we discovered it here. You're not taking the sort of white accents on this weirdly reddish brown. I don't mind it. I'm not in love with it or anything, but I was like, it's okay. I guess. Oh, cheers, Holocall. Much appreciated for the follow. Much appreciated. But yeah, isn't Avatar kind of black in the first place? Am I misremembering? Let me have a quick look. What's regular vanilla Avatar look like? Oh, it's all purple, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of reddish purple with black accents. Yeah. Well, I guess the thing is, they could have kind of swapped the colours over. You know, give it purple accents with a black body. Yeah, I don't mind the white on it, to be fair, myself. Yeah. Not winning any awards in my mind, but it's okay. So what's your favourite shiny then, Holocall? So I do like discussing about shinies. The good, the bad, and the meh. I think one of my favourite shinies has got to be Harlucha. Take an already banging colour scheme and then it's like, you know what? We're going to put some black on it with some purple, and if I remember correctly, some green accents. Where's my boy Harlucha? I'm sure we got one more. Harlucha's bound to be knocking about unless I sent it on a Poke job. Which I think we did. Yeah, Umbreon. Umbreon's another good example of where they've kept it basic and just changed really one thing, but it looks really good with the blue. Yeah, Honage with the whole blood sword thing going on. Yeah, Zoroark's pretty cool with the blue, isn't it? Yeah, sometimes I do like the little changes. don't have to do much to achieve a lot sometimes. Yeah, I can see Heat Rally and Avatar being, you know... Valkyrie I've not really looked at. Like, Sword and Shield hasn't done as much for me as a lot of the other games. So, I've kind of zoned out in bits. Let's have a look at Valkyrie. Okay, so Shiny's white with black eyes. Oh, okay, yes. Not much of a difference, but enough of a difference. Okay, I dig. Like, Galarian Corsola, that's another shiny that doesn't do much, but I think it does enough, does it? No, it really doesn't do that much. I guess in a way it does sort of invert the grey of the corally bits onto the body, and then the white goes onto the corally bits with purple eyes. So it goes from, like, I guess pinkish fuchsia eyes and to very purple. Yeah, Galarian Corsolas sort of stood out in my mind, not necessarily for great reasons, but there's enough difference in the shiny to be able to notice it. Like I said, I do like Zangoose with the sort of almost neon blue. It's not quite stripe across it, but then again, I'm also slightly biased in really digging Zangoose in general. I guess Chewtle and Dreadnought have a pretty cool shiny with them being green. You know, very much a bit of a bright green, but enough to be like, okay, remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles if you're British like I am? Remember how they're green and like most turtles green? Yeah, well these ones are green too. Right, what we on? We're on 22.83. Well, I'll tell you what, 22.85. We're going to pour us a glass of wine. It makes me feel better about myself setting these silly little targets instead of just pouring one when I remember. It's almost like I got something to work towards. Almost. I think it's maybe Reshiram that's not exactly got that much of a difference in the shiny. Or maybe it's Seachrome, I can't remember. Might be Seachrome, I think. There's not that much difference in the shiny. I know it's just basically a different shade. And again, it's one of those ones that you could probably quite easily fail. I think it's Seachrome. Let me have a quick scan. So I think Reshiram, I think the shiny one might have a gold collar. Yeah, Zeekrom's kind of annoying. Yeah, it's like the sort of greyed out plates on it, so to speak. A lot more black. And then it goes, I guess, almost like greyish. Like maybe a slightly tinged greyish blue. In a way, like... So yeah, there's a difference, and if you look out for it, you can see it, but it's not exactly amazing. Let me just check Reshiram, because I think... yeah, there's enough of a difference in retro. I'm like, there's a little difference, I think, in the white coloration, but it's very much the silver rings go to gold, and I kind of dig that. I think I dig, you know, the silver going from gold, because in terms of, you know, precious metal, it's basically, oh, silver's lower than gold, as they say. So I can see that being a nice little thing that they did. It's only because I've hunted both of those. I think one of them I got in like 10 encounters, and the other one I failed twice. Once by soft resetting over, and once by just generally not being prepared enough for it to go out of moves. So I think it was those two. Right, 2,285 calls for wine. So we made sure we bought the bottle up, another bottle of this one. Don't expect me to pronounce it. Lark. Oh. Ooh, this is a lot. Well, there's a little bit of last night's wine in it. Let's add to this one. Whatever. Now, I know a lot of YouTubers and I guess streamers are sponsored by things like energy drinks. And I'm not going to say the name just because I'm going to be that guy who's like, well, I'm not sponsored, well, whatever. But yeah. Can't see me ever being sponsored by it. I mean, you know, I like to think I'd be the sort of person that's open to trying the product, and then if I enjoy the product, I'll be like, okay, yes, I shall accept this sponsorship, and also be transparent by saying sponsored by product. But yeah, the only problem is I think if I was sponsored by one of those things, I'd be like, well, if you want me to drink it on stream, at least one time I'm going to be drinking it with a little bit of alcohol in it. I mean, I suppose, you know, if it's one of those energy drinks, get a bottle of Jaeger in, we're laughing. We're pissed, but we're laughing. But yeah, we don't drink every stream, because goddamn. It's usually sort of Friday and Saturday, because it's the weekend for me. Although I think in the week there is going to be... Well, I'm planning on streaming more in the week in general. But I think there will be another stream where I'm probably going to have a drink or two, because I am finishing up a job I am currently working at the start of the week. And I'm not going to lie, I'm quite happy to get out of there. So I may celebrate with a tipple-off many. There's a bottle of Prosecco that I blagged from somewhere sitting in the fridge. So we may be opening that to celebrate the fact that I am no longer working at that place. I mean, ideally I'd save it for getting a sensible job that I actually like, but it ain't gonna drink itself. Uh, debating the merits of maybe knocking this on the head at 2,300 Magikarp. Then we're also debating the merits of going for another 50 on top of that. Mercury evolves, right? Doesn't it? I suppose the thing with Mercury, it does evolve into Alchemy. And that's got a pretty cool looking shiny. The sort of grey and the white accents, I like that. I think I've still got to maybe decide to pick up the Golett Hunt again. Feels like something I should probably go back to. Tell you what might not be the worst idea. Maybe once we reach 2,300 Magikarp, we might pick up the Golett Hunt again, just out of interest. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see how we feel. I'll tell you what, we'll have a look what the in-game weather's like in a minute. In the wilds, and we might pick up that shiny Golett Hunt. If not, I'll just take it back a few days. Oh, we made it 1600 total. That's sure as heck something. Well, only another 4 to go before I have to make a decision. Oh, shit. Yeah. I know the Magikarp and Tutel counters are not 100% accurate, but we're keeping that Feebas one as accurate as we can. We've even reviewed footage. No, I don't think I got any goal hunting in me. Yeah, we call it a 2300 Magikarp. Oh, one more. So that leaves a bit 2 more to go, Magikarp wise. So we're very much looking about wrapping up. Well, that makes it only 1 more Magikarp to go. So, on the basis that we're probably going to get a Magikarp this time, I would just like to thank everybody for joining me. Everybody who's followed, chat, or just viewed the stream and enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure, I've had fun. And that's what really counts, and I hope you all did too. So, we are up to 2,300 Magikarp total. And we have had a grand, so let's add this up. We're on 23 plus the 16, gives us, what, 39, and then add that, 39, 40. So we've got a 3,940 encounters, only 1 shiny, and only 36 of those buggers have been Feebas. So, that is where we are at. So we're very much under the 1% for Feebas encounters overall, but so be it. So like I said, thanks to everybody for joining us. I've had fun, I hope you've had too, and I shall catch you most likely tomorrow.